And like I said, I'm probably just going to start recording these from now on. I do them probably once a week at a random time that like whatever my new distributor, it works for them. That's when I get on these. This is not like a set time thing. I'm going to share my screen. All I'm going to do is walk you through. You've done the first step of training. You got a book to read. You logged in your eSuite, fixed your auto ships, all that stuff. You did the second step of training. You have already put your giveaway post up. You've already hopefully had a couple people host a post. You've got the hang of host to post. Like we've talked through the lingo. We've talked through what ads to put up. We've talked through like the basics of host to post. This is okay. What can I do for 7 days consistently to like maximize and get a bunch of ads put up? So then I can focus on a little bit more towards the branding side. So this is kind of like the step in between that. So I'm going to share my screen. I know, Billy, you already have the link that I sent you. I'm going to put it up on here, but that's literally what we're just going to walk through real quick. Let me see if I remember how to share my screen. So like every time I log into this, something has changed in the way that it looks.
There we go.
Are we good? Y'all can see and hear me?
Yes.
It says my microphone is off, but it's not because y'all can hear me. So I don't know what that is. Whatever. All right, let me go find. So I'll show you what it looks like, show you where to find it. Because I know, Deb, I haven't talked to you personally, so I don't know if you know how to maneuver the VIP group or not. If not, that's fine. I'm going to show you how to do it.
Okay.
I think everyone else on here, y'all know where like the different things are. So this is the VIP group. Usually on a phone, you can't do this on an iPad for some reason, but on a phone, you can click the search bar at the top. Oops. Oh, will it let me do this? Let me see. So you're going to search. Let me find what the keyword would be on this. Boost, because that's on there. Will it let me do that? Ooh, yes, Facebook must have updated. So if you search Boost, this is going to come up. This is literally what you can do for 7 days. And actually, I will go ahead and, Savannah, do you have the link to this? Can you post this in the Zoom chat so anyone that needs it can copy it? If not, I can pull it up real quick.
Which chat did you say?
The Zoom, like the Zoom, just so anyone on this Zoom can copy it if they need it.
Okay, gotcha.
Like the actual link to this post, not all of this stuff. Does that make sense or no?
I was trying to unmute. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it'll be just a minute, but yeah, I can definitely get it.
That's perfectly fine. It's just so that y'all have a chance to copy it and save it on whatever you save it on. So after we're done with the Zoom, you don't have to go search for this.
Hey, I got it if you want me to put it in there.
Yep. If you already got it, put it in there. That's
yes,
perfect.
Thank you, Tina.
So this, and I did modify it a little bit. Tina and Savannah, y'all have done this. You'll see that there's a few things that have changed. We're going to go through how to do the different tasks. And then I'll go through what the bottom is. So if you have more in-depth questions, like they're already answered. But I don't want a new person to look at this and be like, I got to watch like all 7 of these videos before I can start this posting. No, you don't. So I'm just going to walk you through, Billy. This is what, if I were you, I would do for the next 7 days. You can get this done in 30 minutes to an hour per day, depending on how fast you work. I mean, most people can sit down and do this in about 30 minutes, but some people it does take 30 minutes like twice a day. So it is a stretch. And if you skip a day, you skip a day. Like, don't freak out. Everyone has different desire levels with this. It's fine. But if you can do 7 days in a row, that is going to get your best results with it. So it shows you day 1. So because it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, we should be off of here by about 10:30, 10:40 at the latest. You can use today as your day 1. It's not too late to start today. So as soon as we get off here, I would post an interactive post on your page. Now, the nifty thing is you don't have to go find an interactive post. You're just going to scroll down. It says interactive post ideas. Click it. It takes you to a bunch of interactive posts in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
You can go up as far as you want. Do not spend an hour figuring out what you want to post. Like if you need to set a timer for 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to scroll through and figure out which one of these you want to go put on your page. This is not something that should take a long time. And I know I'm so OCD. I'm like, oh, I want to look at like all of these. That is not the time for this. This is to sit down and get the work done.
Right.
So you're going to find whichever one of these you want. You're going to go post it on your page. So you've done, so AM, there's 3 tasks. PM, there's 3 tasks each day. So on AM, you now have done task 1 in 3 minutes. 1 second, I've got my kid beside me spelling. She's got a question. Yes, that's a D. So, D. And then this is a B. Yes. Guys, work from home life, I promise y'all. So day 1, today, interactive done. Then you're gonna interact on 15 people's profiles. This is so simple, y'all. You see the menu button at the bottom of my screen on the bottom right-hand side? I'm gonna pretend y'all are shaking your heads or something because I can't see you. So
No.
Menu button. You're gonna, like the 3rd or 4th one down, we'll say most recent. Click on it. Mine's gonna take a minute because I'm zooming and it's raining, so the Wi-Fi is lagging. And you're just gonna scroll down to the first thing you see that you can like and comment on. This is hilarious. I've seen it before. Literally, you're just gonna put whatever emoji you want on there. Don't stay away from just the like button. You want to do an actual reaction. And then you're gonna comment something. Literally, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's literally what I'm gonna comment with the laughy face. You do 15 people's profiles. So you just scroll down to the next person you can do that on. So Billy, if you don't mind, because you can't talk, just messaging me in the chat. Does that all make sense so far?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait for you to answer. Okay, there we go. I would say I can back up and read you something. So once you've done your 15 people, now boom, you have done task number 2. And that's why I say some people it takes 30 minutes, but in reality, to comment on 15 people's posts like that, because you are not finding people, you're literally just scrolling down. You're not having to like go type in names or anything. And yours won't be as cluttered as mine because I am a part of a bunch of like different marketing groups. So those aren't the people I'm interacting with. They're already in MLMs. So keep that in mind too. But what you don't want to do, so I would set a timer for 5 minutes and see if you can get this task done in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Because you'll find, and Savannah can attest to that because we've talked about this. Like this, for example, I happen to know who this is. So I'm like, oh, what are they talking about? And before I know it, oh crap, I just spent 5 minutes watching a video when I'm supposed to be working. That you can't count that as work time. You can't be like, well, it took me 45 minutes to do just interacting on 15 people. Well, you watched 7 videos while you were interacting, so that doesn't count. Does that make sense? Like, you got to be fair with yourself if you really are trying to get this done quickly because you don't have a lot of time. And I know, Billy, that you aren't as pressed for time because you're not working full time right now. But if someone is on here that is working full time, you got to be fair with yourself. You don't have a lot of time. You need to maximize what you have. So 3 minutes of putting the post up, 5 minutes of interacting with 5 and 15 different people. Then the last task of that, I don't know if I can go back. Yep. The last task for day 1 AM is send 10 friend requests. Now that used to say 25. I changed it to 10 for the simple fact that you do 25 twice a day as a brand new person, you're probably going to get blocked. We don't want you to do that. So 10 is what you need to do. Here's how I send friend requests. Set a timer for 3 minutes because 3 minutes, it can easily get you 10 friend requests. Menu button down at the bottom. You're going to, totally kidding, no menu button. News feed down at the bottom. So bottom all the way to the left until you get where you need to go. This is going to bring up top posts and people you react with most often. So now this is a distributor. I'm going to skip her page. It doesn't also have a like or comment on it yet, so I wouldn't be doing it anyways. This is one, someone tagged me. This is a distributor. You will not have a bunch of distributors. I do. First post I come to, someone talking about her wedding. Super cute stuff. All I'm going to do is click on, now I'm not going to do that with this girl because I know her and I know what MLM she's in. But if it was just a normal post, I would click where the likes are, pull them up. It shows you who liked them. All I'm going to do is go friend 5 of those people. That's it. I'm going to click their profile, click add friend, go back. Click their profile. That one you can, oh, I'm already friends with her. That's why. Profile, add friend, go back. So I'm going to try to do 5 people on 2 different posts. Again, you should be able to do it in about 3 minutes. This one, super cute. Doesn't have 5 people, but absolutely. Oh, just kidding. Apparently my internet is really lagging. So boom, I just go add 5 of those people. And then I've done my task 3. So literally 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. You've done that in 11 minutes. Do that twice a day. You worked a whole 22 minutes that day. Now, again, you're brand new. It will take you a little bit longer, but anyone who is not brand new and you're struggling with your host to post can go back and do this. You already know how to do these tasks, so you can do them quickly and boom, you're good. So let me pull that back up. All done? All right, you can go sit in coloring with grandma. Yeah, you can play. You are good to go, Munchkin. What did I do last time? Boost. Yeah. So then day 1 a.m. you're done. Go about your life, do your dishes, whatever you're doing. Day 1 p.m. So let's say you did this at 10 o'clock in the morning. You'd probably want to sit down and do it at 5 or 6. Just a rule of thumb, I'd probably put 6 or 7 hours between the posts. So if you're an early bird, now I would not post before like 8 or 9. I wouldn't post after 8 or 9. So keep that in mind also. But if you're an early bird, you want to do this 8 o'clock in the morning and then have the whole rest of your day and then, get back on and do it again at 6, 7 o'clock at night, do that. PM. Now, what you did is you posted an interactive post. So you're going to have some people commenting. You interacted. So now Facebook is going to show your post to the people that you interacted on. Anytime they like and comment, it's going to go to the top of other people's news feeds. Kind of the psychology behind this. You're sending 10 friend requests, so those are more eyes on your page. The whole goal is just to get people seeing your page. So now you've had a ton of traction. So we're going to do PM. We're going to post the battery post, which if you scroll down, it's here. But also, if you go to the comments, I have it to where you can, why does it say 2 matching? What the heck is that? I have it to where you can just copy and paste it down here. So scroll till you find it, boom, copy it, and then go paste it on your wall. I've made it very, very easy for y'all to just be able to do it. Then same thing, you are gonna go interact on 15 people's profiles, send 10 more friend requests. Boom, you've done your work for the day. Billy, so far, that all makes sense?
Yes.
And as you're responding, I'm gonna keep talking, but I will watch my thing. Okay, so then tomorrow you're gonna wake up. You're gonna, Billy's like, I forgot you can't see me. Nope, I can't see anybody. She's probably nodding and I'm like, what are you doing? Tomorrow you're gonna wake up. You're gonna post a funny post. Same thing, scroll down here, boom, funny post ideas. Click on the link. Go to the comments, let yourself have 3 minutes, find a funny post you wanna put. Then you're going to interact on 15 people's profiles, send 10 friend requests. Now, in addition, this is when I would go back, because again, Billy, you already know how to do host to post. That's why we do this training after I've explained how to, write people down and make sure you're following up with them. So you know the follow-up system with host to post. This is where you're gonna go back to everyone that said they would post yesterday. And you're either going to remind them if they haven't posted yet, because back up, getting ahead of myself. This is where you're going to go to the battery post from yesterday and message everyone that commented on it to tell them about the host to post. And then the messages will come in throughout the day. You'll give them the post. Again, you don't need to spend a whole lot of time. Like, you're in control of this. Don't feel like you need to respond to everyone as they comment. Don't feel like you need to message them back as soon as they say, yes, I'll post. So set a few times throughout day number 2, which would be tomorrow, to sit down. Okay, I'm going to spend 30 minutes. I'm going to respond to people. I'm going to spend 10 minutes. I've got 5 minutes. You know, this, if it gets overwhelming and you're like, man, a ton of people are posting, okay, take a break. And instead of day 3 doing the whole thing again, you're going to skip day 3. You're just going to keep doing, you know, follow up with your host to post, making sure that you are reminding people. And then your day 4 becomes your day 3. Does that make sense? Like, it may take you 10 or 12 days to get through the 7 days if you have a whole bunch of people posting for you, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. That's not the point of this job. And it can be very overwhelming in the beginning. It's a good overwhelming. You got a bunch of people commenting. But if it is overwhelming, you need to take a breather. Go ahead and do your normal everyday stuff. Talk to the people, you know, figure out how to keep track of the host to post, then get more up. So it may take you, you know, a while to get through the 7 days. That's perfectly fine. But we're just going to go through it like you're doing it, boom, 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 because sometimes you're going to do this, Glory, not in here. Sometimes you're going to do this and only 3 people are going to post, or 3 people are going to comment on each of your giveaway posts. So then you're not overwhelmed. You just need to keep going through the progression. You'll eventually build that muscle and have more people commenting. So hope that all makes sense. So day 2, funny post, interact, 10 friend requests. And then that's when you would go back and message everyone on the battery post. Now PM, you're going to post a selfie with a positive quote. You want to get your face on your page as much as possible. Interact with 15 people, send 10 friend requests. And this is where you could sit down and also, you know, return messages that are in your inbox, making, you know, just anything to keep yourself from getting overwhelmed and not opening your inbox and be like, crap, I have 50 people in here. If you can little by little just carry on the conversations when you have time, not being glued to your phone trying to multitask with everything. Don't do dishes and try to voice message at the same time because you think you have to message them. But hey, I'm done with dishes. 5 minutes left in my schedule. I'm going to sit down and go ahead and return some messages and relax a little bit. That kind of, you know, keeping on top of it. If Billy, I don't know if you have, so if you have not, let me know. If you've not watched my time management scheduling video I just did this week, tell me and I'll send you the link. And Deb, if you haven't watched it, whoever you enrolled you is on here, you can message them. If not, message me, I'll send it to you. I would highly recommend writing out a schedule so you know when you're doing these. Because otherwise it's gonna be like, crap, it's noon, I haven't done day 1 a.m. yet. Or crap, it's 11 o'clock at night, how did I forget to do day 2 p.m.? You know, whatever. So day 3, you're deleting the battery post from day 1. So you're going to go and you're going to hit the 3 buttons and you're literally going to click either delete or hide, but delete's probably easier at this point in your business so you don't get overwhelmed with people commenting a week later. And you're going to post another giveaway post, but this time it's going to be about a birthday. Same thing. You can scroll down here and see it, but you can go to the comments and you can copy and paste it also. Did someone just try to ask the question? Okay, I don't think so. I think I just heard a background noise. That's okay. Then you're going to interact and add friends. And this is where you would go and everyone that said they would post the day before, remind them, follow up. You know, you're going to add things to your schedule because eventually you're going to be doing the daily task list with us, which is just all this stuff combined. We're just starting you out with baby steps. PM, you're going to post an interactive post. You're going to scroll down, go to the interactives, find one that you want to do. You're going to interact and add 10 people. Day 5 a.m., you're not going to post at all. Sometimes it's good not to post twice a day. You're going to interact, send 10 friend requests. And again, same thing. You're going to go making sure that you messaged everyone on that giveaway post that was up there, the last one that you did. You're going to make sure that, oh, I skipped one. Just kidding. Day 4, I'm like, why did I not say that? Day 4 is post something personal. So this could be anything you want. You're not going to go find one of our pictures. you're literally gonna post something that you're doing. Like you're gonna make it personable. It literally could be like, just made this omelet for breakfast. So excited to eat it. Or just made this omelet. What's your favorite toppings to put in an omelet? Like anything you want to post, literally. It could be a picture of your kid saying having breakfast with the munchkin today. Interact, add. PM, funny post, interact, add. Day 5, no post, interact, add. Then PM for day 5, because you don't always want to do the giveaway post at the same time. Different people are online at different times. Delete the post from day 3, so delete the birthday post, and you're going to post the winner post, which again, you can scroll down and find it, copy it in the thing. Interact and add. Day 6, post a selfie, or you can go live. If you're real brave, literally go watch a 10-minute motivational video on YouTube. Take one thing you liked from it, hit the live button, and go talk about it for 2 seconds on your Facebook. If you're not ready for that, that is perfectly fine. You don't have to go live for this business. It just makes you a little bit more relatable, so you start building a little bit quicker. So, but it's definitely not something you have to do, so don't let that scare you off. The alternative, post a selfie with a positive quote. Interact and add. PM is a funny post, interact and add. Day 7, again, delete the winner post, post the battery post. And if you don't want to do the battery post again, there are different ones in the comments. You can pick something else. That's just what I typically do. Interact and add. PM, post someone else's success story. So again, scroll down, other people's stories. Boom, they're all in the comments. You're gonna pick one that has the words and the picture. When you post this, it's important. Her picture, and it's funny, Billy, because I'm talking to you, so probably don't use this post. You may want to pick someone else, because I've talked to you before about a different experience and it works. But you want to make sure you post the picture and the picture of the income disclosure statement. We have to put those on everything just to cover our butt legally. So find whichever story resonates with you. Again, give yourself 3 minutes. Do not read all of these. These are for stories, like in your story post. Don't worry about those right now. You want to do an actual like word one. So find whichever one you want to do. There's a few in there. So yeah, that gets you day 1 through 7. If you have any questions on that, ask it on Messenger and I will answer it right now. I'm just going to go through what these are, and then I'll put my face back on and open if you have any questions. One thing, do not post anything else during that time. Do not share any other posts. Do not like share videos. Don't go ahead, keep the door shut, please. Don't share videos. Don't like, this is all that you're posting. Billy, I haven't looked at your page, so I don't know if this is you, but I know some people join this and they're sharing stuff like 17 times a day. No. No was to my kid, not to you. But you want to, like, this is the only stuff you want to be posting. When you want interactive post ideas, there's a link, funny posts, positive and personal posts even. She says, I used to, not anymore. Girl, I used to too, that's okay. Yeah, other people's stories. Now, if you're like, I want different ideas to send friend requests, and I got some extra time to do some training, there's a video on that. Interacting on new people's pages, there's a video on that. If you find that you're interacting on the same people over and over, maybe a good idea to go watch that. Those are the different posts. These are the different scripts. So just click the link and it takes you to all the different hosted post scripts. So you can make sure that you're doing it like you're supposed to be doing it. Okay, if someone comments who's already posted for you, because you're going to have that, you're going to do what's called a giveaway post. If you click on the link, it takes you to it, but you do have to put in a code to watch it. I think it takes you to it. There you go. You got to enter the passcode. So the passcode, I didn't make this up. It does it for you. Is this B6 crap. So you'll have to like type it out or write it out so you can go put it in. And yeah, so after you've posted, you've already had this one, Billy, I know, the keeping your hosted post organized. We've talked about that. If you're at this stage, you should have already watched that. If you haven't, don't worry about it. Go watch it. Following up and sealing the deal. Same thing. There's a video that walks you through actual conversations. So or a thread, I would watch those videos. and then follow-up scripts. They're all right there for you. We try to make this as simple as possible without overwhelming you. And if you're like, man, all that just overwhelmed me with all the things down there, don't worry about any of those things down there. Just start on day 1 through day 7. So let me, oh, I didn't mean to do that. What did I do? No, I didn't mean to do that. Let me pop back on here. Any questions? Billy, I'll ask you first. Any questions with any of those? I can see you now, so you can just shake your head. Deb, since you are brand new, do you have any questions with any of those? Was that?
No, you answered everything pretty much that I had questions about.
Awesome. This is recording also, so if you want to go back and rewatch it, that's an option also. I'll be posting it later.
Okay.
Ruth, you were the other one that I was wanting to make sure that got on here and could ask questions. I know that you're like working your butt off with this. Did you understand all of that so far?
Yeah. It's just, I thought when you interacted with people, you were supposed to go down, you know, put in somebody's name and go down and comment on 3 of their posts, not just 1. So this will be easier and less time consuming.
Yes, and that's an option, especially Glory. She got that recorder out. Girl, you already know. I don't even let you do that around me when I'm not on a Zoom. Come on now. Any of y'all have kids that like, they know, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you already know this. And all I had to say was her name. She was, okay, I'll stop. Like, you already knew that. So why did you even try it? Anyways, if you're interacting, because like, let's say you've got a potential distributor that you've already done through all the interview, you're really wanting to sign her, so you're building a relationship. Yes, like it's not wrong to go down and do the 3 things. And that's what a lot of leaders teach. And again, it's not wrong at all. To doing this, the point is to not really to build a relationship. It's just to build traction to see your post.
Okay.
So different things for different reasons. This is how I typically do my interacting, because we do so much host to post. We don't rely that much on people coming and seeing our pages. It's more, we're putting the ads out. So you don't need to interact as much. And that's why down the road, you're not interacting as much once the host to post start flowing. This is really just to get eyes on your page as fast as possible.
Okay.
Now, I know, Ruth, you're already doing the 5-day posting schedule. So you would switch to this instead of the 5-day posting schedule, not in addition. Does that make sense?
Right.
Good.
Yes.
I've had people that I teach this, and then I go look on their page and they're doing the 5-day posting schedule plus this. And I'm like, oh, you have like 5 posts on your page. This is not what we're doing. So this takes place of that. And you can do it as many times as you want. So if you get to the end of the 7 days and you're not overwhelmed with host to post, like you still have, you still feel like they're not taking off super quick, start over, do it again. Like you're still putting your page, you're still creating value.
Okay.
Now, when you're done with the 7 days, and if you do feel like your host to post have taken off, like you've got a decent list every day to work from, that's when, okay, start the 5-day posting schedule. And we start with really making a brand for you and like creating content within a niche. So that's beyond. Okay. This is literally so you can just work quickly and you're not having to think of like, what do I talk about today? You're not creating content. You're literally copying and pasting posts without looking like you're copying and pasting posts.
Right.
Wait, 10:37. I said I wanted to be off at 10:30, 10:40 at the latest. We're right in the middle. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Savannah, you can ask a question. You know all this.
No. Okay. I just sent my newest person video 3. Now, video 3 goes back and talks about the 5-day posting schedule. So and
I'll talk about this more on Monday, but you know, things are always evolving. We've talked about this so many times, like things are changing. It's annoying. I'll be honest. Like I get annoyed at myself sometimes when I'm like, oh, why haven't I been doing it that way? I do video 1, video 2. And then right after video 2, like, you know, we get them to do the giveaway post. That's when I'm kind of like, okay, let's get you on this 7-day thing so you can get a lot of host to post put out.
Okay. No,
so
that's fine.
I wait on video 3 at that point. It used to, I was trying to get them through training in like a few days. Now I stretch it out basically to a month because I'm making sure like I'm covering way more of the nitty gritty. Like
Okay.
after day 1 video, for example, that's when I'm like, when they tell me they've downloaded Zoom, that's when I'm like, hey, we have these Zoom trainings. And I kind of like have a conversation about that before I even send video 2 to them.
Okay.
Make sure like they know it's not, they don't have to get on them, but it does help to kind of like get on and work with people. The day, and after day 2, after they've kind of done this a little bit, and then when I send the day 3 video, the 5-day posting, that's when I also go ahead and send the KPI list. Then I get on another Zoom like this with them after they've watched them and kind of show them, this is how I put those 2 together. So you're still sharing your story, but you're still not being spammy. Like, it just kind of meshes them together. Eventually I'll do a video of my own on all of that, but like the KPI stuff, but that's eventually. I love Amber's, so right now that's what I use.
Oh yeah, hers is so simple.
Yeah. And I just don't want to like break it down myself. I just need to make sure the new people understand like she works it a little differently than we do because she doesn't do curiosity marketing.
Right.
So if you're doing curiosity marketing, you're posting a little bit less and you are not branding the company, you're branding yourself. So we just tweak things and I show them like, put this product in your stories, but here's how to do it without being like, oh my gosh, it works. Like post your story without saying it's $99 to join today. Like, so it's easier to get on face-to-face and like be able to talk and so I can read like Billy, I can see her. I can't hear her. Usually I can hear them, but I can see her to like, if she texts me back, just me texting her, like, yeah, I understand. But if I'm talking to her and she's saying yes, but her face is saying no, I'm like, well, let's go a little deeper. You don't understand that. Without, through the text, you can only see what the word is. Face to face, it's so much easier to see if they really get it or if it's like, well, I don't want to appear stupid by like re-asking that question. Because that's me. I'm the one that's like, I'll just figure it out myself because now I feel dumb because I've asked you twice. But, all right, so I think we're good.
Yep.
Thank y'all for hopping on.
Thank you.
Thank you for hopping on, Billy. I know that you and Ruth were the 2 main ones on here. Not that y'all other ones don't matter, but y'all were the 2 I scheduled it around, put it that way. Glory wants to say hi. Bye.
Hi, Lori.
I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to go clean a lot of my house.